Hey guys, welcome to Pokedecks, a channel where I build decks for the Pokemon trading card game. Today's deck is the Pancake Master, the Chocolate Pancake, Snorlax GX. Pulverizing Pancake is the GX attack name, and that's why we're calling this Pancake. This guy is a very interesting Pokemon. It attacks for colorless energy, it has 190 HP, and it's a basic GX, so it's always nice. The first attack for 3 colorless does 80, and this Pokemon is now asleep. Well, we have 2 opportunities to wake up before our turn, but if we do not wake up, it's even better, because if this guy is asleep, we can use the second attack. For 5 energy, you can only use it if this guy is asleep. It deals 180 damage, so it will knock out a lot of stuff on a single hit, but it's for 5 energy, obviously. So already we can see how we're going to be building the deck. We're going to try to find a way to put our opponents, well, our own Pokemon to sleep, and to accelerate 5 energy into play. So those are our constraints to building a Snorlax GX deck. Pulverizing Pancake, obviously, also a very good GX attack to have. 210 damage for the same 5 energy as Thunderous Snore. And this Pokemon is now asleep, which once again doesn't matter. We actually want our guy to be asleep. But yeah, the Pulverizing Pancake with a Fighting Fury belt, it hits 220, so it will knock out most EX Pokemon with a Fighting Fury belt on, most Megas. So it is a nice one-shot attack to have in here, but obviously because we can only use one GX attack a game, we cannot build a deck around it, so we're going to be building around Thunderous Snore. So we want to put Snorlax GX asleep consistently, and for that reason we are running a 2-2 Hypno line. This guy has the ability Goodnight Babies, which has a very interesting name. Once during our turn, you may leave both active Pokemon asleep. This is a great ability. If we are not attacking, this is cool because it does put our guy to sleep, but we have 2 opportunities to wake up before our opponents does, because before our attack. So we can wake up going into our opponent's turn, and then wake up going into our turn, and the opponent only has 1 opportunity before his attack comes, which is going into his turn, obviously. So as a disruptive card, it's good, but if we leave our guy asleep, and if that guy is Snorlax, we can instantly use Thunder Snore. So we're going to be building around this guy. Another Pokemon that kind of benefits from that is the Darkrai EX. This guy has Dark Head. If you guys, most people don't even remember the second attack, because usually it's used for Dark Pulse in the Turbo Darkrai decks. But here we have the option of using Dark Head. If we put our opponent's Pokemon to sleep, and then we have the All Night Party Stadium in play, we can fix the sleep on our own active, and then use Dark Head for 160 for 3 energy, which is, or 1 energy, 1 dark and 2 colorless, which is really easy to get in this deck. Dark Pulse is also a very good attack in this deck. Never discredit this. You can always hit for 100 damage, which is usually half of a knockout. So it's also a very good Pokemon to have. It closes out some knockouts that on Pokemon that we might have damaged before. So this deck actually is very versatile in its attacks, and for that reason we're also running 1 Tauros GX. We would be playing, I think, Ninja Boy anyways, because sometimes we have a Darkrai that we have charged, or even a Shaman that we have charged, and we want to switch it with the Pancake Master, the Snorlax. So for that reason, just running a Tauros GX in here is awesome. Obviously, even without the Ninja Boy, this guy is great. It attacks for a DCE, and we're playing DCE, so it's a different route of attack. We have a sort of very interesting thing here where sometimes we take 1-8 KOs, and sometimes we are very good to hit knockout deck, because our guys hit for really quickly to hit knockouts. So that's our assortment of attackers. We are running 2 Shaman EX, obviously for consistency reasons. And then we are moving into the trainer cards. We have 4 Max Elixir. It's basically the way we accelerate energy in this deck. If we play a single Max Elixir and we hit on a Snorlax, we can attach a DC and then another DC the next turn, and we are ready for attack. So that's great. It's a very important card to have. 1 Super Rod to shuffle some of our guys back. We are only playing 2 of each of our main attackers, and then 1 Taurus, and then of course only a 2-2 Hypno line. So sometimes we will need to shuffle stuff back. And also shuffles energy, which is great for later Max Elixirs. We're running 4 Trainer's Mail because we really want to hit the Max Elixirs and Ultra Balls, which are really important for this deck. And then Ultra Ball, VS Seeker, those are usual cards in most decks. What's not usual is All Night Party. I already talked about it. Well, we only play 2 because we only need it for when we use Dark Head, and that's usually only once or twice a game. so it's not a very usual attack in this deck. But either way, I think it's nice to have because it opens up a different route of attacking. If we don't have a lot of darkness energy in play, and we usually will only have like 5 at most, like Darkrai is really good because it helps us hit for 160 if we manage to get our combo in play. And also sometimes we just put this thing out, put our active to sleep and then heal off some damage. Sometimes that's also useful. But yeah, moving on, we have 2 Lysander, 2 N, and then 1 Ninja Boy. I already talked about this one. 1 Olympia. I'm playing Olympia here because it's another way that we can use to heal our guy from sleep. It's not a stadium, but it's like we're playing the 3rd stadium because we can heal our guy from sleep if we have a Floatstone in play, and it's more versatile than a stadium. So I think it's totally worth it to run it. They both have advantages, like the stadium you can still play obviously a supporter that turn. Olympia you can't, but Olympia you can get back with the VS Seeker, and also it works just simply by getting something out of the active position, like a Snorlax GX. There's a Fighting Fury Belt on, then we might want to preserve the energy. We can use Olympia to get it out of there. So it's a very good card to have. Sorry. 1 Professor Kukui. It's kind of a weird concession in here. I think we kind of need it. Sometimes Thunderous Snore, we need to hit 200 damage for those pesky Umbreons and stuff like that. It helps us with that. Also very good if we are using Dark Head, because this thing at most is hitting 170. Sometimes that doesn't knock out the active Pokemon, so it's only 1 card, so I think we're fine playing it. For Professor Sycamore, obvious reasons, the best draw supporter that is, and then we are playing 2 Fighting Fury Belt and 3 Floatstone. I think the Floatstone is more important. We want mobility. Usually, once again, we're hitting for 2 hit knockouts, and then suddenly we take a 1 hit KO, either with a GX attack from this guy or this guy, or even not a GX attack, just Thunderous Snore. So we want to be mobile. We want to be able to attack with a guy and then retreat, prevent our opponent from taking prizes, or force him to play Lysanders. But Fighting Fury Belt is also very good. Once we have committed a lot of energy to one of our guys, like either to, it can be to any of our attackers really, we want to protect it further, so this thing has HP, but also the 10 damage sometimes is really relevant. So I really like having this thing around. And then as far as energy goes, we're playing a lot of energy. We're playing 4 DCE, we're playing 10 Dark. We really need a healthy amount so that we can hit them with Max Elixir. I think it's more important that we hit our Max Elixirs in this deck than any other Darkness deck in the standard format. So we are playing 10, which is more than most decks play. That's the deck list. I think it's super fun. It does, obviously, I think this is not tier 1 deck. It's a little bit behind because we kind of need to assemble some board state to be able to take huge knockouts, and most decks just function with very low investment, so to speak. So this is a little bit on the higher end, but it's not that bad actually. Once this gets going, sometimes it's hard for the opponent to come back. So it's not that bad of a deck really, and you guys I think will see that in the matches where we get some hopefully we get some nice games. So let's go play them and see how we fare. And jumping straight away into our match, we are fighting against Colorless Grass deck. I wonder what this is. I hope we don't get item locked the first turn. So I'd love to be the first one to start. Oh yeah, we actually won the coin flip. That's nice. I will go first. Thank you very much. If my opponent is playing a Vileplume deck, I really want to go first here. Start off with a Drowsy, which should be fine. Drawing a card, so I'm just wondering which card I leave in my hand after I double Ultra Ball. Oh, Sycamore, that's a good one. Although, if I Shaman... Okay, so I discarded the VS Seeker, I think. And the Hypno. I can get it back with a way to shuffle, but actually we have another Hypno there, so I think I will be fine. Yeah, I think I get the Snorlax here, just so that I can put the DCE before I Shaman. Actually, do I? Yeah, I think I just play the Stadium and Sycamore. Leave the Shaman for as long as we can inside the deck. I think it's going to be better. Might be wrong, but I feel like this is fine. Not putting down the Shaman. Yeah, Max Elixir is exactly the type of card that we need here. Just accelerate a little bit. Then next turn, we might be able to just... okay, just get the VS Seeker here. Because next turn we might be able to draw the second DC and we will be able to attack. Because I'm fearing item lock, I think I play all the items that I can this turn. Because I think the opponent is going to lock us out of items next turn, so might as well just play everything here and say go. Because the opponent cannot kill my Drowsy, right? Yeah. I mean, it's possible that they play Taurus and that they play Fighting Fury Belt, but in a Lurantis deck I'd be super surprised if they did. So I think we are fine with this start. Then next turn, if I'm not being pressured, I think I play the energy from my hand. And if I am being pressured, oh, we see the Decidueye. So this is very interesting. Lurantis Decidueye deck somehow. So Skyla coming down. And what is our opponent getting? Okay, Forest of Giant Plants. That's a pretty important part in most of grass decks. And I would be surprised if that was the exception here. And we see an attachment to the active of a DCE, huh? And we see a setup. Okay. Lurantis doesn't really want the DCs, but... well, I guess the opponent wanted... I don't know. Wanted to draw an extra card, that's for sure, but he then plays a Trainer's Mail and doesn't hit. Okay. And just uses Synthesis. Sorry, it's a hard word to say for a non-native speaker as I am, but yeah, we see the attachment on the active. And we draw, whoa, we drew the Hypno, that's very good. So let's just put it down, let's attach, because I'm not under any pressure, and let's just play the Sycamore here. We are drawing some cards, so we see elixirs, let's play them. That's cool. We actually don't need to, because the opponent is not at more than 80 HP, so he's going to get knocked out. But I know, either way, I'm just going to, I think I attach this thing here and this thing here. I want to get rid of as many cards as I can, and then we just goodnight babies because we can. I mean, we didn't need to, we could just use the first attack, but since we got it, I mean, might as well just... this is a textbook game for this deck. Like, we set up nicely, we start taking huge knockouts on the first turn or the second turn of the game. First turn that we can actually manage to attack with a Hypno down. So that's pretty good, I think. I think we're in a very good position. My opponent lost the energy that he attached. Oh, and he agrees. He says that we have a good deck. Yeah, because the opponent attached last turn and it did just concede. That was a fast one. Quick game for this deck. I'll take it, I guess. So why won't we play another match and see how we do? Because this one was too fast. Okay, second game here, and we're playing against a Dark Dragon Psychic. I'd be really surprised if this wasn't Darkrai Tina, based on the typings. That's usually what that means. We start off with a Darkrai. Maybe we can pretend that we're a Darkrai deck as well, but actually I have the Ninja Boy in hand. Okay, our opponent plays some Silent Labs. Might hurt our setup a little bit, especially since we don't have a way to draw cards here, and if we draw an Ultra Ball and the opponent plays that Stadium down, it's just a shame. But let's see what happens. We have the Ninja Boy, so hopefully that will allow us to do something nice here. Yeah, we're drawing a couple of cards. Oh, nice, there's Sycamore there. Okay, so we're not attacking, so might as well attach Darkness Energy, I guess, and just pass the game. The turn. Well, I can actually Ninja Boy this turn and make use of the supporter, but this is a hard choice. I think I just pass the turn because it's better to Ninja Boy when we know that we're taking a knockout. So the opponent might go for like a crazy fast turn here, and we just attach an Energy Ninja Boy into the Taurus and just take a knockout on his Darkrai. it's definitely questionable because we would maybe want to Sycamore next turn. Well, if we want to Sycamore, we can Sycamore anyways. Doesn't like it's not that big of a deal that we just attach the Darkrai X. I don't think that's going to be bad. So there's a Max Elixir. Just curious to see if the opponent is going to deal damage to us or not. Kinda wishing they do, because I wanna. Oh, they attached to that guy. Are they retreating here? Oh yeah, they are. Okay. So we can actually take a knockout here, unless they attach the Fighting Fury Belt. In which case they deal 70. Oh, we still take a knockout because the Fighting Fury Belt also deals 10 extra damage to us. Oh, it's just Dark Pulse, so 60 times 3 is 180, so I can actually Ninja Boy for that Taurus. And yeah, I think that's the play here. Maybe it's wrong. Well, we could also not have found the Taurus, and that would be terrible. I just realized, but well, we're past that at this point, I think. Let's just Mad Bull GX. Hopefully this will be enough. Like, my opponent didn't play any Elixirs last turn. Even if they do play Elixirs this turn, I think, like, at most realistically, they're hitting us for 100 damage. I'm thinking about one Elixir and a DCE being played on that Giratina. Of course, they can do more than that, but kind of have to hope here. Because if they deal 120, they just knock us out. And now my opponent is faced with an awkward decision. Because if they promote the Darkrai, that means they are not max elixiring into it. But I think that would be the play anyways. I don't know. Maybe they just want to play... yeah, they do have the max elixir, but they could have played the max elixir and attached the energy to the Giratina. But oh, they didn't find an energy. So that's cool. That's definitely part of what needed to happen here. Let's see an attachment. Manual attachment, mind you. And see an Olympia, so the opponent is hitting us again. If we had another Pokemon, we could actually Lysander out that Shaymin and kill it. But yeah, I think this is just a straight up Sycamore. We're discarding some stuff, but yeah, we're fine. I mean, we have a lot of energy left. We have a lot of supporters left. We have a lot of stuff, so we don't really mind this too much. Just want to get another attacker out. So we got a float. We got an Olympia, which we can discard. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, we'll put this guy down. And I discard this and this. Because I'm going for a Shaymin. Shaybay. Since I have a second Shaymin, I can use the Ultra Ball for it, so we are fine just drawing 4 cards out of this one. Okay, that's a decent hand. I think we can Ultra Ball here. We have to get our guy set up. We have to get our like, we have a DCE, so we can hit for 80 next turn, and this Taurus is going to hit for 140. So I think we can take a knockout next turn, a clean knockout, only with the first attack from the Snorlax. So I think we will be fine this way. Yeah, we haven't actually gone through a lot of very important stuff, so I think we're fine. See a Sycamore for my opponent. Okay, discarding 2 VS Seekers. That's good for us, I guess. But it's also not the end of the world for them. Oh, that's an annoying little Pokemon. Okay. I guess my opponent having Silent Labs is kind of a reason to go for Shaymin, because now I can't unless I draw my own stadium. But nah, I think we will be fine just hitting for... We really have to hit like a second DC. Oh, actually this is going to be a little bit annoying potentially, because the opponent might prevent us from playing the second DC. Oh, stadium, that's cool. I will put it down, even though I might be able to could use the Hypno. I think it's better just to get rid of the stadium, because we might need to play a Shaymin. So that's something. Let's play the Darkrai. Yeah, and let's Max Elixir, I think. Okay, Now, I think I need to play the tools here. The opponent has a Giratina, right? So I'm going to attach this here, which means I think I will ride this guy until it dies. So let's use this Shaman while we can, until our opponent plays another Stadium down, which will be super annoying. Okay, okay. Do we Ultra Ball this turn? I'm not sure. Like, let's Trainer's Mill first. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's a Max Elixir. That's cool. It means we can start setting up our second attacker in that Darkrai. Oh, nope. We failed the Elixir, unfortunately. I think I'll Ultra Ball this turn. Like, the Stadium is probably going to be useless next turn. I think I discard this thing so that I can put that float down. Yeah, I think that's the play. So let's attach the float stone this turn. Once again, it's going to be useless next turn. I don't think my opponent is going to item lock us, so let's keep the VS Secret in hand and then just take a couple of prizes here. And hopefully we can do something with this, like... We actually... Okay, so he promotes the Giratina, so I'm thinking the opponent has a Double Dragon Energy in hand. Or has a way to find one, and is trusting his own ability to find one. Because if he doesn't, he's kind of in a pickle. Oh, he's just straight up Sycamores. That's awesome for us. Discarding a lot of Darkness Energy, which doesn't really matter. I mean, he has the Yveltal in there. Yeah, but he has 6 Darkness Energy in the deck, which I like seeing. And the opponent didn't attach straight away. Might that mean he doesn't have it? That would be awesome for us. That would basically... If the opponent doesn't attack us here, he's dead. I mean, if he doesn't attack us with the Giratina. That is. And it seems like he might be in a little bit of a pickle. Is he going to Ultra Ball for a second Shaman? Feels like that's what's coming. Giratina hitting us first also sucks, but I might be able to pull a second attacker out of that Darkrai on the bench. Unless the opponent trumps our Stadium, obviously. I don't know how many stadiums they play. Obviously, I also need... Like, did they... Oh no, they Max Elixired, okay. We're seeing an Ultra Ball. I think my opponent is going for the Shaman. He really needs to draw a Double Dragon Energy here, and I'd be surprised if he already had one. Because it seems like he's digging. So, I think, yeah, this is a Shaman. And he's drawing 3 extra cards, and if one of those cards is a DTE, I think we might... Like, the game might turn, or else we just... I think we just win the game. Because we can just hit for 1,000,000 damage. 190 to be more precise, and we have a VS Secret in hand. Oh, they attach from hand. Okay, this is... I just won the game here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Stadium doesn't matter. We've seen Escape Rope, which also doesn't matter, I think. Yeah, I have to promote the Darkrai, because if somehow they manage to kill our Hypno, which I don't think they can, but you never know. So let's... The opponent just Oblivion Wings, and we can just take a knockout with this VS Seeker. Yep. Oh, we drew the Max Elixir, but that doesn't really matter. So let's do this thing first. Let's VS Seeker for Lysander. Let's get something like the Shaman. Could also be the Darkrai here. Yeah, we just got the victory. Our opponent sees the writing on the wall, sees what's going to happen. And that was a very good matchup. I liked it a lot. It was quite a fun game, but it was a little bit shaky in the end because the opponent could like turn the game around, or at least very close to it. I mean, if he had attacked us with Giratina, we could just tank a little bit from with the Darkrai. I mean, with the Snorlax, and hopefully get a way to deal the rest of the damage with the Darkrai, which we could actually manage to do. Like the opponent still had to take a lot of prizes, and we only needed a couple more. So that was a fine game. Let's go play another one. And we got ourselves a third match. And our opponent seems to be playing... okay, so there's a Mewtwo deck box, a Mewtwo coin. I'd be surprised if this isn't a Mewtwo deck. Mega Mewtwo, to be more precise. Could also be like some sort of Lunala deck. That would be exciting to see. Or maybe it's just straight up Mewtwo. And if they play Garb, like and they most likely do, like we will be in a little bit of trouble. Also, Mewtwo is not the greatest matchup for us because they hit our guys that need a lot of energy attached to them. Yeah, we see a Trubbish. If my opponent, like if they don't respect our Taurus, killing their Trubbish on the first turn, that might be cool because we might get to never see a Garb down, which would be awesome because we could actually potentially be able to kill some, to put some Mewtwo's to sleep and take some advantage of that. But even without the Garb, I mean, yeah, just having to put 5 energy on the Snorlax to be able to attack, that seems like the opponent would just drop like 1,000,000 energy. Excuse me, they wouldn't need 1,000,000 energy to just take a knockout. Even with the Fighting Fury belt, our guy is at 230, so that means they need... So we have 5, they need 3? 3 times 8, 240, yeah, they need 3. So we see Spirit Link coming down, and you see Lily, whoa, awesome. This guy is actually very annoying against the Taurus. So yeah, this doesn't seem like a great matchup for us. The opponent totally respects the power that Taurus has to take a 70 hit on the first turn. Okay, we play an Ultra Ball here, and I'm going to discard the Sycamore, that's for sure, and I guess Tien. Go for Snorlax. They retreated, so maybe we just... I don't know, I think I have to Ultra Ball here. Let's keep the energy because it's the most important card to hit. And let's see what we draw out of this. I mean, we can wait for a little bit until Taurus has some damage on it, and also this means that if the opponent uses Mega Mewtwo, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble to get a huge knockout or huge damage swing on our guy, on our Taurus. Okay, the DC is very good. And also this thing. But we could also play the N. Do I play the N here? I think I will. We cannot miss a beat. Like the opponent is probably pressuring us so much, and also getting rid of some of his cards is very good. It seems like he's going down to 6 cards. That also has to be like, oops, I almost missed that thing on purpose. And now we are actually in a good position to just Hypno next turn and just hit our opponent for 1,000,000 damage. Can actually hit him for... You can even use the GX attack and just kill a Mega Mewtwo. Oh, now we cannot. Okay. No, yeah, we can use the GX attack, but we cannot use the sleep attack, which the name I forgot. Yeah, the opponent plays the Sycamore. It's definitely going to be a hard matchup, but we're going to fight through. The problem with this is I might just take a knockout here on his Mega Mewtwo, and then he just builds another Mega Mewtwo and attaches the DC and just kills me. Because that's 5, 6, 7, 210, 220. Plus the Mega Turbo. Yeah, they need an attachment and a Mega Turbo. Oh, actually, they haven't attached this turn, have they? I don't know. This feels like really freaking hard. Ugh, stadium, okay. He also cut out there. Oopa, I imagine that won't make a lot of difference. So yeah, let's just attach. We can evolve, although this is doing nothing or next to nothing. So we just retreat into this guy. And let's just pulverizing Pancake. Yes, I want to kill this guy. Maybe the opponent has nothing in his hand and we managed to win, but this is definitely shaky. We're on shaky ground. We got a stadium that we don't even we wake up. We could also like naturally stay asleep, which would be awesome, because we could take a knockout potentially on something else, but at this rate we are in big trouble. I don't know, maybe the opponent has nothing in hand. We have to trust ourselves, right? We have to trust the heart of the cards. And we see a stadium coming down, which doesn't matter actually. And via Seeker, Professor Sycamore, okay, the opponent is playing Sycamore, which is better than we getting end. Although our hand isn't really that great, but we might not see the supporter again. So the opponent plays a Trainer's Mail for the Lysander, okay, so they have Lysander next turn. We see a Taurus coming down. I am not afraid of Taurus, I'll tell you that. That's the worst. That's like best case scenario for us, the opponent attacking with Taurus. Oh, they actually retreat into a Mewtwo. Okay, so they didn't find an energy, that's cool. Just use energy absorption. Yeah, I'm actually feeling decent here. Okay, let's play. Ugh, we failed the first one. We hit the second, which is fine. So let's manually attach also. Let's play the stadium. And let's Sycamore. We can hit 90 twice. If the opponent doesn't evolve, we might kill his Mewtwo. Although, like, if he hits us for 110, I don't know, this seems like really shaky. We hit an Olympia, which isn't the greatest thing here, but maybe... I don't know, like even the Taurus, I'd rather have a Darkrai instead, because we already used the GX attack, so Taurus is kind of like, I don't know, it's capping its own damage at like, if it has 170 damage on it, it's still in 190, which doesn't even kill a Mega Mewtwo, so maybe it's a good to hit attacker. I guess we'll see. The opponent attaches to the Mewtwo on the bench, which means they are not taking a knockout this turn. Because, well, they can evolve the active one, can't they? Yeah, I guess they can. That would be enough. Because they didn't attach an energy to that. But yeah, I actually think this is right, to attach to the bench. Unless, yeah, he is evolving and just killing us here. If they didn't have the Garb, well, they got a Shaman. They have the Garb in play. I don't know what's. I think my opponent missed. Yeah, it doesn't have another Mewtwo. That's great news for us. Another Mega, I mean. So because they attach to the bench, they cannot Mega Turbo into this guy. So we're not getting attacked here. They are Mega Turboing to that guy there, but he's not killing the Snorlax, so he just heals. Ugh, this is disgusting. Like the healing of the damage is just super hard for us to deal with. Yeah, the fact that we cannot hit for 180. Maybe I'm playing this wrong. Maybe I should just assume that I'm just going to hit for 90 every single time. I don't know. Yeah, I think I attached to the Shaman because we might Darkrai later. Even if we draw a Darkrai naturally and we attach a DCE there, we might, like, it can attack. It counts. It still counts the energy on the other Pokemon. So, kind of protecting our Snorlax a little bit, although I'd be Really surprised. Like, even the Lysander doesn't allow us to kill the Garb unless this Taurus takes some damage. I don't know. The opponent also only has 7 cards left in her deck. I guess it's a she, judging from the avatar, but I don't know. I don't think the cards in deck are going to be relevant. I don't think it will get to that point. So the opponent just attaches to the active. It's probably going to attack me for 110. Oh no, she's just going to retreat. Okay. Mega Turbo. Uh-oh. Oh no, Kukui. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is enough. That's 160. Yeah, it's 180 exactly. Exactsies. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I don't even know what I do here. Let's go with this guy, I guess. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked. Like, we need the Ninja Boy. Oh, should have actually gone with the... I don't know. Yeah, we really needed the Ninja Boy there, I guess. At this point, like, I think we shuffle 3 energy. The Taurus is useless. And we get Sycamore. Yeah, I will discard the energy, but don't really care. We need to find like a Ninja Boy into a Darkrai. But that's only going to happen next turn. We did find a Ninja Boy, so that's cool. But this Snorlax is just going to die. And it's not even enough, the damage that we're dealing next turn. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 90. 90 this turn, 90 next turn. Yeah, it's not enough. Really nothing we can do here except for maybe retreating and Sky returning, but that seems so bad. Could also retreat into something like, yeah, this Shaman. We'll see what happens here. So I'm thinking I want to protect my darkness energy, and I think the best case scenario for us is just to get a Darkrai next turn. Ugh. Just killing our Shaman. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're going to be dead here. Ugh, this is really hard. Let's play another energy. Yeah, I think I have to play it because I need the damage. And we play it on the bench because just having the active suffer extra damage. So right now the opponent is dealing, so there's 6. 6 times 3 is 180. Plus 10 is 190. Minus 20 from the resistance is 170. So even without the Fighting Fury Belt, we would be alive. If they attach a DC, I guess we're the... If they Lysander, they still need 1 energy. Oh, okay. This is this is just a game. Yeah, I guess this match. Well, we lost obviously, but I think it just shows like the struggles that this deck might have, like the fact that Mewtwo attacks for that they deal more damage to us based on the amount of energy that we have on our own guy. Makes it really hard for this deck. Plus the Garb is the icing on the cake for them. But I don't want to end on a sour note, so let's play another match. Let's see if we can beat another deck. Okay, 4th match, and I've played a lot of matches today, so I think this is going to be the final one. Ooh, we see a Dark and Psychic and Colorless deck, so maybe this is Yveltal. Could also be straight like Turbo Darkrai. I think we start with the Taurus. My opponent is not attacking us either way, so might as well just Taurus. What does this say about my opponent's deck? Not much. Could still be anything. Yeah, there's experience share, so this is definitely Turbo Darkrai. So we won against the Giratina version. Let's see if we can win against the non-Giratina version. Hopefully it won't pose like this. These guys I think have like are a little less disruptive. And oh, escape rope, okay. I think these guys are a little less disruptive, but they keep the energy in play a lot more, so it might be hard for us. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm just overreacting and it's even easier. I do like the fact that we don't have to deal with Giratina, so we can attach our DCs like as much as we can. That's always good. Our GX attack, either of our GX attacks is probably going to take a knockout here, which is awesome. So we're trying to draw a float stone. Well, I will take a max elixir, I guess. We could Lysander or even Kukui, but I think I will take the Lysander, thinking that I might draw an Ultra Ball so that I discard it. But I don't know, it's questionable, I guess. Yeah, like the max elixir isn't great because I won't be using it, but I guess like now that I drew an Ultra Ball, yeah, I think I take the stadium. So here's the play. I attach a DCE here. I play the stadium. I discard the Lysander and an energy. And I'm going for a Shaman. Cross our fingers. Hope we get... I don't even... like, we need a float stone, that's for sure, but... another attacker would be nice. Especially since now we have... forgot to check if I had another Hypno, but I think I'm going for it. We can always shuffle it back. Yeah, we do have another Hypno, that's perfect. Let's see, we also have a lot of, like, we still have 2 DCs left and all that, so we're fine. Only have 2 float stone though. So let's just play this thing. We hit, which is great. And we are going to N to complete everything. Maybe we find a float stone here and we manage to attack. We do, that's great. I also think I use this, because why not? Might come down to the manual attachments. We actually have a very good turn here. Cannot complain, for sure. And since we got the Lysander on the discard pile, we might even Lysander next turn if the opponent I don't think they can, unless they decide to attack with a Darkrai, which seems like really ambitious on their part, I guess. Shaman. I also have to be careful not to use the I have to be careful because we put our stadium down, so this is kind of an awkward spot where they can actually use their Darkrai. I wasn't thinking too much about that, but it does seem a little scary that they can, like, we can use our Hypno, put their guy to sleep, and then they wake up from the stadium, heal 30 damage, and then attack us with for 160 with their own Darkrai. So that's kind of scary. They hit us for 50, sorry, from the Kukui, but we're not too scared about that. If we find a float, we can actually take a knockout here. But I think what we're going to do is just play the end without playing the Trainer's Mail, because I'd rather have it in my deck. Oh, that's nice. Can draw some cards. Let's play this thing first. Oh, fuck. We fail. That sucks. Let's play this guy down. And draw. Or do we keep the card in hand? Yeah, I think we're fine. Let's just rage for 70. Actually knocking our opponent out. And we draw one card, which is a Snorlax from the prizes. And now, I'm very curious to see if the opponent can knock us out here. They need to deal... So they need... Ugh, this is very awkward. Enhanced Hammer for us, yeah, I guess. That's the card that we have to be aware of. If the opponent takes a knockout here, we are in trouble. Like, and they just need a single attachment and the Fighting Fury Belt, which they just got. So they just need like a max elixir, I guess, to knock out our Taurus. If they fail, I'm really glad I kept the Shaman in there, because we might just need it. Oh, and they trump our stadium on top of that. Oh, they just... Oh, this is so good. I'm so happy. They actually... And they concede, yeah. They weren't killing us. We're going to just... Oh man, this was awesome. We're going to take a knockout on their active, and then they kill us, and we can actually use our Snorlax back. Yeah, another win against Darkrai. That was awesome. I think the opponent might have conceded like a little bit too early, but still, this was a very awesome game, and I'll take it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was an extra long video, and tell me what you think about the deck in the comments below, and I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.